What if the way you cook your beets is quietly destroying the very benefit you're hoping to get? Imagine two people eating the exact same amount of beets today. One eats them raw. The other cooks them. Tomorrow, only one may get the maximum blood flow benefit. So which one actually wins? Most people think the answer is obvious. Raw has to be better. Right, not necessarily. Because when scientists started studying beets, they uncovered something that surprised even nutrition experts. Cooking does change beets, but it doesn't always ruin them. In some cases, cooked beets may still deliver impressive benefits. In others, the way they're prepared can make a real difference. So what's the truth? Should you eat them raw? Roast them? Boil them? Or does it depend on what you're trying to achieve? Today, we're putting raw beets versus cooked beets head to head. We'll answer. Which contains more nitrates? Which helps your body make more nitric oxide? Which supports blood flow better? Which is easier on your stomach? Which is the smarter choice before exercise? And which one deserves a place on your plate every week? But don't miss the end. Because one common cooking mistake may reduce the compounds that make beets so popular in the first place. 1. Why blood flow matters. Before we compare raw and cooked beets, let's understand why blood flow matters. Every second, your heart pumps blood throughout your body. That blood delivers oxygen, nutrients, hormones, immune cells to every organ. Your brain, your muscles, your heart, even your skin. Healthy circulation helps support normal body function. One important player is nitric oxide. Nitric oxide helps blood vessels relax. When blood vessels relax, blood moves more efficiently. Scientists have spent decades studying foods that support this process. And one vegetable continues appearing near the top of the list: beets. 2. What makes beets so special? Unlike most vegetables, beets naturally contain high amounts of dietary nitrates. These are naturally occurring compounds. Your body converts these dietary nitrates into nitric oxide through a fascinating process. First, friendly bacteria in your mouth help convert nitrate into nitrite. Later, your body converts nitrite into nitric oxide. This is why beets became popular with athletes, runners, cyclists, heart health researchers. But here's the question: does cooking change this process? Let's find out. 3. Raw beets, the advantages. Raw beets are the least processed option. Nothing has been heated. Nothing has been boiled. Nothing has been roasted. Because of this, raw beets generally retain heat-sensitive nutrients such as vitamin C more effectively than cooked beets. They also naturally contain dietary nitrates. Many people choose raw beet juice because it's convenient and concentrates the vegetable into an easy-to-drink form. Some studies examining exercise performance have used beet juice rather than cooked beets. That's one reason raw beet juice became so popular. Another advantage: no cooking time. Simply wash, peel if desired, blend or juice, done. But raw beets aren't perfect. Some people find them difficult to digest. Others dislike the earthy flavor. And that's where cooked beets begin making a strong case. 4. Cooked beets, the surprising truth. Many people assume cooking ruins vegetables. That's not always true. Cooking changes foods. Sometimes for the better. Sometimes for the worse. When beets are cooked, some heat-sensitive nutrients can decrease. However, dietary nitrates are relatively stable during gentle cooking methods like roasting or steaming. The exact amount retained depends on cooking temperature, cooking time, preparation method. Boiling may cause more nitrate loss, because some nitrates move into the cooking water. Roasting and steaming generally preserve more. So cooked beets can still be an excellent source of dietary nitrates. That's a surprise to many people, because the internet often makes it sound like cooked vegetables lose everything. They don't. 5. Which boosts blood flow better? Now let's answer the question everyone clicked for. Which boosts blood flow better? If we're talking about nitrate availability, raw beet juice often has the advantage because it avoids losses that can occur with some cooking methods. This is one reason athletes frequently use beet juice before endurance events. However, that doesn't mean cooked beets are ineffective. Research suggests cooked beets can still contribute dietary nitrates that support nitric oxide production. So the difference isn't works versus doesn't work. It's more like potentially higher nitrate retention versus excellent nutrition with greater convenience and taste for many people. That's a much more accurate comparison. 6. Which is better before exercise? Imagine you're preparing for a long walk, a bike ride, or a workout. Which should you choose? Many athletes prefer beet juice because it's quick to consume and has been studied extensively before exercise. Cooked beets can also fit into an active lifestyle, especially as part of regular meals. The best choice may depend on timing, preference, digestion, convenience. The most important thing is consistency. One serving won't transform performance overnight, but regular healthy habits matter. 7. Who should choose raw or cooked? Raw beets may be a good choice if you enjoy beet juice, you want minimal processing, you tolerate raw vegetables well. Cooked beets may be a better choice if you prefer a sweeter taste, you have trouble digesting raw beets, you want an easy side dish, you're more likely to eat them consistently. Remember, the healthiest option is often the one you'll actually eat. 8. The biggest mistake people make. The biggest mistake isn't choosing raw or cooked. It's forgetting everything else. Many people expect one food to solve years of unhealthy habits. That's impossible. Blood vessel health depends on physical activity, sleep, blood pressure, overall diet, smoking status, body weight. Beets can support a healthy lifestyle, but they can't replace one, and that's an important distinction. Now it's your turn. Which side are you on? Raw beets or cooked beets? Comment below and tell me why. Closing. So, which boosts blood flow better? If your goal is maximizing dietary nitrates with minimal processing, raw beets, especially beet juice, may have a slight advantage. But don't count cooked beets out. When prepared gently, they still provide dietary nitrates along with fiber, minerals, and other beneficial plant compounds. The real winner isn't raw or cooked. The real winner is the method that helps you eat beets regularly as part of an overall healthy lifestyle. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out our beetroot videos playlist in the description. We compare beetroot juice, beet powder, and whole beets to see which one actually gives you the best results for blood flow and performance.